How is the real estate market 3/4 of the way through 2012? Lots of different facts and figures out there, lots of different things you hear, pros and cons about this real estate market. How do you think it's going?
I think it's been going great. To be honest with you, this is the first time in, I want to say 3 or 4 years, somewhere in that range anyway, where the inventory, everything that came on in the spring, for the most part, that really got absorbed by the buyers out there. So, in years past, when the prices were still going down, you had that inventory in the spring being left over into the summer and ultimately carrying up into the fall. This year, definitely don't see that. All the good stuff in the spring got snatched up. All the good stuff in the summer got snatched up. So we're really kind of starting the fall season with a low inventory, which is great.
And what's the impact of that? How are you describing that to your buyers and sellers out there? What's it mean to me as a buyer or seller?
Yeah, well, inventory is always one of the key things to me. I mean, there's so much different smoke and fire and everything that they throw out there in the national media. And to me, inventory is the answer, because pricing is always a function of supply and demand. And so when inventory is down, all right, you finally get to raise prices because now things are starting to come in demand, and we're seeing that. I mean, certainly not multiple bids, they're not happening on every single deal, but we're getting a lot more situations where a cherry property, that's priced right, that looks good, it's going to attract a lot of buyers because there's just not a lot of good options out there.
Yeah, and unit-wise, like you're saying, year over year, we're seeing by the end of October, early November, in the Philadelphia region and probably in your local area, the number of units sold are going to surpass 2011.
Wow.
So we talked about this year over year, but this is going to be the first time since 2004, 2005 that has happened.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, you can definitely tell. I mean, I know going back to that inventory number, I mean, you finally got inventory less than 6 months in some spots around us, so it's pretty neat to see.
So a great first 3/4 of 2012. We're looking for a strong fourth quarter.
Yep.
And then before you know it, 2013 will be here.
Crazy.